These sightings in New Jersey, Connecticut, anywhere they're being cited, are federal government operations, and they are not. We were assured, and we asked this question over and over and over again. They are not federal government operations to sniff radiation, gas, recovery, anything else. Number two, they remain committed to their message that there is zero evidence of laws being broken by any of these drones. And the context here was the fact that when Josh and I live probably equidistant from Midtown Manhattan, the New York metropolitan area is some of the most crowded airspace in the world, with Newark, Peterborough, White Plains, LaGuardia, Newark, JFK. There is a lot of commercial aircraft in the air, general aviation aircraft in the air. There are 800,000 registered drones in this country, and then millions and millions and many unregistered drones. Because if you have a drone that weighs less than about half a pound, that need not be registered. And so some combination of those things, and STARS and Starlink, probably account for the vast majority of what people are saying. The gentleman from New Jersey.
Thanks, Jim. Let's just reiterate what Jim said, which I think is really important. Is I think this briefing was not only thorough, but really giving us a full sense that based on the information we have to date, that there's no imminent threat to public safety. And that's, I think, the number one issue that we're focused on, is making sure that everyone is safe and secure, and that's what we all have been focused on and continue to be. I think it's really important. I understand that people are seeing drone activity, and we want to make sure they keep raising that when they're raising those issues when they see it, and we will stay on top of it while we're having briefings like this, and we'll continue to.
Well, one other thing to add quickly, FBI was there. They have set up a tip line for people who report information they've received. They had 6,000 tips, and they are running down those tips. Oftentimes these tips come with absolutely no associated data, so it's hard for them to run down. They are running down all of those tips in which they can find available data. These 800,000 registered drones, or the many millions of drones unregistered? No, we have no idea who owns these drones, assuming these drones are in fact drones. Again, everybody who studied this has arrived at the conclusion that most of these sightings are commercial aircraft. For example, I'll give you an example. One of the members of the committee asked about a reported situation where the Coast Guard cutter was supposedly followed by 6 drones. Analysis showed that the Coast Guard cutter was lined up on LaGuardia approach, and therefore, in fact, somebody did see a Coast Guard cutter with 6 descending lights behind it, but that was LaGuardia approach. A lot of these things are going to turn out to be that kind of thing.
And listen, as Jim said, there are a lot of drones, right? There are a lot of activity, mostly recreational, and there's so many out there. The key is making sure that local law enforcement, and that's something that I've been calling for, that local law enforcement state have the tools they need to be able to monitor and work with federal partners like the FBI and DHS to address drones that are in spaces they shouldn't be, over critical infrastructure, over reservoirs, right, over airports or other areas. And I think that's really important. But you can see an all-government approach we saw today, an all-government approach to address these issues, and we're going to continue to stay on top of it.
What do you have to say to lawmakers who are still skeptical that these drones are not harmful, especially when they are flying over military sites? I think we have lawmakers come to us today saying that.
Well, so there are a number of established cases where we have seen